All right, I think we're live. Yes, we're live. What's up, people? Today I want to I'll do a video. I got a message on my last video. Someone asked a question. I'll post it up here real quick. It says, love your videos. Could you please speak on the concept of offering to everyone? I've had the barrier to my enrollment impact success. It has been probably, okay, that's what it means. At times offering to those my gut told me not to, then paying for it later by having a difficult client or someone who is ghosting coaching entirely. I've been told I should make more offers, offering to 80% of those I speak with. I don't offer when someone is really hesitant, has given up, or isn't motivated to change now. By offering less, it's impacting my potential revenue. But I do have really amazing clients. Curious about your thoughts on this. Blah, 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 about tweaking messaging. Okay, so let me go through this real quick because I think, obviously she answered her own question, but can I speak on the concept of offering to everyone? Yeah, don't do it. It's a horrible idea. So one of the things I think makes a difference is, she had mentioned something earlier about making offers to 80% of those you speak with. Well, there's a lot of factors in that, right? How you qualify before they get to the call makes a difference, right? So it depends on your style, right? So there's a lot of high-ticket companies that their main goal is just to get people on the call, right? Because they have really strong salespeople. So they don't filter much. They just get anyone on the call. Can you fog a mirror? Can you, and then they'll have the sales team do the heavy lifting, so to speak. I don't like that approach personally, even though I'm a sales trainer. I like the method of qualify hard and enroll easy. So I don't want to talk to everybody. I want to make it harder for people to get to me personally, right? And then it's just answering a couple questions and maybe making things logistically work for people. So first of all, I don't think you should offer to everybody. I do think one of the big things that I help clients with, coaches with, when they come to my program, is to draw a clear line of not just what's a fit and what's not a fit, but what are your rules? What do they have to have, and what are your standards, right? So give an example. I had a client that was tired of people didn't watch the webinar or didn't watch all the webinar, and then she'd have to explain a lot in the call, so the calls would be way longer. And she just made the decision that, if you don't watch the webinar, I'm not talking to you. Reschedule, watch it. If after you watch the webinar, you want to book a call, then cool. So having those clear standards of what's acceptable and what's not is super important. And that's going to help your certainty and your confidence. So that's going to help how you show up on the call as well. So the first thing is, I wouldn't offer to everyone. Second thing, she's right. When you take someone in just for the money, usually you pay for it. Either they're a pain in the ass, they don't show up, they don't do the work, and it can be like a cancer. Some negativity just spreads, and it's not a good thing, right? So I don't care. Personally, I don't give a shit about 80% offering with people. That doesn't matter to me. If you're not getting the right people on the call, then maybe you need to put some barriers before you get to the call, right? And maybe your application qualifies harder, and or you have a video after they book or before they book that's really clear about who it's not for, right? And who it's for. What else? You definitely want to listen to your gut for sure. Yeah, I don't believe in that 80% bullshit personally. Let me see. Offering less. Yeah, by offering less, impacting your revenue. But what's important to you, right? If it's just all about money and you don't give a shit about people, then yeah, let anyone in. But I don't think that's what most people do, right? They don't want to be a coach because of that. So I would not let anyone in. And having to be super picky, right? One of the things I'll tell people is, if you're getting good results for your clients, which most good coaches are, if you're not, you shouldn't probably be coaching. But one of the lines I like is say, do you know why we get such great results for our clients? Because we're very particular about who we let into the program, right? So it's like framing that. And how you approach the calls, I have a whole different approach than most people. Most coaches are I just want to serve everyone. I just love everyone. I just love and light. And if that works for you, cool, but that doesn't work for me personally. Do I want to help people? Yes, right? But I realize that I've done all kinds of sales. I know all the techniques, all the lines, all the NLP embedded commands and hypnotic language patterns, and don't use any of it, okay? Because I found that nothing is better than just the truth, coming straight down the middle, telling them the truth, not sugarcoating anything, right? So, and then also, like, I'm always looking for a reason to get off the phone, right? I come into the call and my mindset is I assume they're not a good fit and I'm just trying to get off the phone. And if they let me get off the phone with them, I do. Right? If they're telling me how, how everything's going good and everything's great, I'm just going to be like, sounds like everything's going good. Why not just keep doing that? If they say, yeah, I will, okay, cool. I'm not sure how or if I could even help you. How do you think I could? And I don't know. Okay, cool. You got it on your own. Cool. I'm out. And having that attitude, they're constantly having to prove themselves for me to keep talking to them, right? It's subtle. It's not like it might sound arrogant. It might sound like judgy or something, but it's not. It's just like, look, if I can't help them, then I don't want to waste their time. Get off the phone, go talk to somebody else that can help you, right? So I would say that that's a big thing is the energy you're coming with. If I'm trying to go into convincing mode, I'm trying to if you find yourself in the call telling them why they need to do it and, kind of trying to show them how bad it is, it's a tough way to go because then I call it forcing pain. And that almost never works. And it doesn't feel good, trying to put their face in dog crap, so to speak. She says she has amazing clients and curious about my thoughts. Well, I'd say make less money, be happy. It's that simple. But you got to be careful too, because you said, let me see something. Where's my notes? Let me see. Okay, I don't offer when someone is really resistant, has given up, or isn't motivated to change. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I would slam those limiting beliefs they have though on the being resistant, had given up, and if they're not motivated to change, like I don't know. That's a tough one. I think the problem is that they're going to have the pain of change or the pain of staying the same. And our job on the call is to get them to the point where they realize, by asking good questions and making them think through all the things and explain things by getting specific, and then they realize how bad it is. Because the pain of staying the same has to be greater than the pain of change. And if it's not, that people are just going to stay. They're just not going to, a lot of people don't make decisions. So I'm trying to think what her offer is. I think she does something with women that are attracted to narcissistic men or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a tricky one because a lot of these women, and I've listened to a lot of calls with people who are relationships that are with narcissists and stuff like that. And they tend to stay in these abusive relationships for a really long time. And for them, the fear of the unknown is greater than the fear of the known, right? So they will stay in a bad situation that they know is bad because at least they know what they're getting, kind of thing. And so there's a lot of on the call. It's a little different where you have to constantly be breaking negative patterns and limiting beliefs and bringing them up. So they have to deal with it on the call. And you have to do, I think I call it responsibility stacks, which I don't have time to get into right here, but getting them to own the responsibility before you're even close to making an offer to these people, because they're going to stay in their uncomfortable place that's known versus the uncomfortable place that's unknown. Investing. And a lot of them have worthiness issues too. That's the biggest reason why most people don't sign up is worthiness. Let me see. Give me a second here. Where's my time here? Oh, okay, 10 minutes. Cool. The worthiness. So they will be in an abusive relationship because that's all they think they deserve, right? Most of the time. And it's the same thing with them signing up. Most people have never spent that kind of money on themselves, right? People will go spend money to take their kids on vacation and do everything, but they won't take care of themselves, right? So they're only showing up at like 30% of their potential, and they can only pour into someone else what they have. So a lot of times it's getting these people to bet on themselves and to see that if they can't help themselves, they can never help anyone else to their potential that they could. So for this person, I tell her, do what you're doing. It's great. Having high standards, not just taking anyone into your program. And there is more important things than money. The culture of community of your clients is so important. You got to protect that. Do not let a bad apple in, because it really does spoil the bunch. And it's like a cancer. You get that negative attitude of someone that is just a know-it-all or just negative, and just starts planting seeds in everyone else, and it just spreads like wildfire. So I say make less money, be happy, maybe qualify a little harder on the call or in the application. That's what I would say. That's all I got for you guys today. Anyone else have a question, want me to do a video on a topic? I love that. This is great, because I'm always talking about the call specifically, and I'd like to have these other topics too. So any questions, any objections you want to go over, or things you notice, things are changing in 2024, like with the people you're getting on the call. And let me know if you're getting people showing up, or you're getting a lot of no-shows. And I noticed across the board it was pretty high the last few months, but seeing if it's the same for you guys. All right, everyone, if you have any questions, let me know. I will talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.